I go into each race thinking I'm just gonna win, win the race, and that's all that matters. And you can't control the time. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I would love to see a PB. I think I'm capable, and then sitting out the first half of trials took a lot of discipline and patience so that I can run a really good 200. So I have that going for me. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a big PB tomorrow.
Great minds think alike? Well, these sprint champions wouldn't be where they are right now, at the top of the sport, without the proper training and the right mindset. But even with it, only one of them is bound to step on the top of the podium. And this time, only one of them did, literally. And in Paris, one of them has a huge chance of doing so, especially with Jamaican legend Elaine Thompson-Herah out of the picture due to an injury. This development, albeit sad, presents an opportunity for the Americans. With the 6-time Olympic medalist no longer able to defend her titles in the 100-meter, 200-meter, and 4x100-meter relay, Gabby and Sha'carri, among others, have the chance to steal the title. Basically, Team USA stars have a shot at breaking a 12-year curse in the women's 200-meter at the Olympics. For those not aware, American athletes have been gunning to reclaim the top spot in the women's 200-meter since Allyson Felix last snagged gold at the 2012 London Olympics. After that, it was Thompson-Herah who just kept on winning. During the 2016 Olympics at Rio de Janeiro, she swept the gold in both the 100-meter and 200-meter, and she repeated that feat at the 2021 Tokyo Olympics. She's been the queen of the sprint double in Rio and Tokyo. Fans were expecting a sprint triple in Paris. But sadly, that won't be on the cards due to an Achilles tendon tear. Meanwhile, this could mark a shift away from Jamaican dominance and potentially bring gold back to America after 12 years since Allyson's victory. With some strong contenders eyeing the 200-meter gold, let's see which Team USA athletes are primed to bring home the gold from Paris. As a matter of fact, according to World Athletics, as of 2024, almost all the top spots in the women's 200-meter standings belong to USA athletes. 9 out of 10 to be exact. The top spot is held by a surprise, Gabby Thomas, after she ran an explosive 21.78 at the US trials. Her win didn't come as much of a surprise, considering her series of consecutive wins in the season. Her first win was in February in the women's 300-meter at the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix, when she registered an impressive time of 35.75 seconds. By March, she produced record times at the Texas and Florida relays. In the 100-meter dash, she held her own and won in 10.88 seconds before winning yet again in the 200-meter dash with a meet record and world-leading time of 20.08 seconds. As of May, she helped the US to win in the 4x100-meter race as well as the 4x400-meter race. Then, at the 2024 USATF NYC Grand Prix, do we even need to spell it out? Yes, she won the race in 22.42 seconds.
Jennifer Andini, Gabby Thomas, Tamara Clark alongside each other before Gabby Thomas stretches away and finds an extra gear. Gabby Thomas runs all the way through the line into a strong headwind. Minus 3.1 in her face, 22.42.
Sha'carri Richardson, on the other hand, hadn't been slacking off either. The reigning 100-meter world champion ran her first 100-meter of the season in May with a smooth victory at the Diamond League Prefontaine Classic in Eugene, Oregon in 10.83 seconds.
Pretty good start there from Sha'carri Richardson, really good start from Julian Alfred. You expect that, she's leading at the moment. Sha'carri Richardson coming better and getting ahead and winning comfortably. A 1-meter win there for Sha'carri Richardson. 10.83 for Sha'carri Richardson.
Fast forward to the US Olympic trials. She ran a 10.88 to finish first in the opening round of the event. In the semifinals, she pulled ahead of the other sprinters and won her semifinal heat with a time of 10.86 seconds. Off to the 100-meter final she went. Sha'carri claimed the 100-meter title at the 2024 US Olympic team trials after clocking a world lead time of 10.71 for the victory. She was aiming for a spot in the 200-meter team as well, but was she able to? 4 days after she soared to victory in her marquee event, she went back on the track for the 200-meter. Notably, she was the only woman in the first round of the 200-meter to clock a sub-22, going 21.99 for the win. She may only have been the reigning world bronze medalist in that event, but she was 0.12 seconds faster than reigning silver medalist Gabby Thomas, who also won her heat, going 22.11. Both women eased up at the finish to cross the line safely, not only into the semis, but as the runaway winners in their respective heats. "It's about execution," Richardson told NBC. "I'm focusing in on executing the curve to make the straightaway much easier. I felt like today, I thought I did that really excellent. I know that there is room for improvement, so I'm excited to show that in the semifinals tomorrow." There, a blazing fast Sha'carri made her mark first in the semifinal, matching her personal best time of 21.92 in the first heat. However, it was Gabby Thomas who answered back with a 21.78 in the third and final heat. A world lead time to advance into the finals as the fastest competitor. "I was really happy with that. That felt like a very smooth and easy run for me, and I didn't really know what to expect," Gabby said. So to see that kind of time, something that felt so nice and controlled, is a good feeling. She added, "This is my year. So if I make the team, I want to come out with another world lead, another PB, and just show everyone that I'm ready to compete." From there, they were bound to the finals. There, it was Gabby Thomas who proved the class of a vaunted 200-meter field, winning gold surprisingly comfortably with a time of 21.81. Meanwhile, Sha'carri Richardson's hopes of a vaunted double at the Paris Olympics were dashed. The American champ in the 100 meters, who dominated her first 2 heats in the 200, finished 4th with a time of 22.16 seconds. It was a far cry from her sub-22 seconds in the first 2 heats. Instead, Thomas will be joined by first-time Olympians Brittany Brown and Mackenzie Long, who finished 2-3 in 21.90 and 21.91, respectively. A breathless Thomas expressed her delight after the race. "This is incredible," she said. "I knew what I needed to get today done. There was no gold medal in Paris without making the team. I'm just ecstatic." She also admitted that she ran against some of the best sprinters out there, which made it an even more special experience. "It was an amazing 200-meter final," Thomas said of the women's race. "I didn't know who was going to make this team. We all had to fight for that. All the girls are incredible contenders." Relief and joy splashed across Thomas's face as she crossed the line, especially after she and her team made the decision to withdraw from the 400-meter ahead of the US trials. It goes without saying that, like any other athlete, she dreams of bringing home an Olympic gold. Should she manage to do it, she will be remembered in the same leagues as the iconic Florence Griffith Joyner and Allyson Felix. Both Flojo and Felix are considered to be among the best female sprinters the country has ever produced. To be in the same class with these icons would be a dream for any runner who has followed their footsteps. Naturally, Paris looks like the perfect stage where Gabby can fulfill her ambition of having her name etched in history alongside those considered the best of the best. More than the gold, Gabby is aiming to shatter Florence Griffith Joyner's 36-year-old record in the 200 meters. "I admire how Flojo used her appearance to empower herself and others," Thomas shared with the undefeated. Inspired by Flojo's iconic presence, Thomas is determined to follow in her footsteps. Hopefully, she will. Here's a peek at who's going to Paris with her.